Well, this is take 3 on the video. I wanted to talk. I had the video done. This video I had done, and I went and talked to Harry. I want to talk to him about a couple of horses. Serious Dragon, Looks Like Money, how close they. Victory, Vaquero, Blue Chip, how are they training? I just wanted to talk with Harry quickly about the barn, how it's coming. We talked about a number of horses. He likes Victory, Blue Chip. Said he went really good. I guess I'll rewind. I went all the way over to the barn this morning. Not all the way, but I went over to the barn this morning a little earlier. I had messaged the caretakers and Danny about Gaslight Hall and Resolve Indeed. I thought that they were a little lackluster yesterday, and I was expecting them to break out and have a good day yesterday, and they just didn't. Now, whether it was a slippery track or whether it was a number of things, Greg, one of my partners, had messaged me. He said, I was at the barn, and he's got a splint that bothers him. Do you think looks like it could bother him? Do you think that would do it? And I said, no, I don't think a splint would make him look that bad. Hang on a line, get out of gear a little bit, yes. Be fumbly and that, no. I just don't see it being that. Especially in January, it's not lameness, right? It's more than likely he's slipping, and quite frankly, if he needs a little help, we'll just put the hobbles on him. Same thing we did with Chicago Hall. So I wanted to go over the barn today. I had every intention of putting the hobbles on both Resolve Indeed and Gaslight Hall. Stripped them all down, took all the gear, took everything off them, just put a harness, hobbles, 2 sets of bell boots on them, a little bit of weight for the trotters to help them out, and I went out with them, both of them, one by one. And both of them went a mile in 240, 242. Both were very, very good, and that's quite a bit faster they've been going here. So knowing that they've gone that much faster, it should be very easy to throttle them back to the 250 that they've been used to going here for the last little bit. Neither put a step in. Both of them had their head on point. But generally speaking, when you see the trotters and you get the hobbles on them, they do generally behave themselves. And a horse like Gaslight Hall, he can be a little bit lazy, but puts a step in, it's almost like you start over, right? All that momentum you had going is gone, and now you have to start over. You put the hobbles on them, you can keep them on task and keep them moving forward. And as I was saying to you guys in another video last week, you can feel their confidence boosting, right? They don't get to the turn and box their gate up, they get to the turn and attack. And that's what I wanted to see the horses do today, and both of them did it perfectly. So the work that our caretakers have been putting in is pretty evident, because neither of those horses and our riders and our trainers, neither of those horses were winded in the very least, and they went quite a bit faster than they'd ever gone before. So everything, I was so happy today just looking at the barns, because, you know, you always have that voice in the back of your head, you know, when the cat's away, the mice will play, right? And I didn't mean that in a literal sense. I just mean, you know, you're always wondering, is the work getting done, right? When you're not there, is everybody being jogged? Is everybody sound? Is everything working out? And then I see the horses race on the track, and for the most part, they've done their work so good this year. We'd easy in the turns, a winner last night. Somebody said, oh, easy in the turns. Yeah, 2-5, 31 apiece. What did you want her to go? It's freezing cold out. She's racing on a skating rink in London on a cold night. That's a good mile for that. And it had been off the better part of 3 weeks. It's a big mile for that filly. So I was very happy with easy in the turns last night. I got an email from somebody with a screenshot today that showed Enzo Aguayo won at the Meadowlands last night. Well, we sold Enzo the other day for 13. I thought it was a little light, but truthfully speaking, if you had told me there was a class for Enzo in the Meadowlands where he could race against Warwi Yuri, and oh my gosh, I would have sent him to the Meadowlands for sure. It's just, they wrote Enzo in there. Condition claiming wins don't count. Okay, they don't count. So they just did what they could to fill a class at the Meadowlands, and Megan had sent me a message saying said the Meadowlands was short, and pretty obvious that they are when you have a horse. Now, oh my gosh, no disrespect to the horse, I don't really care, but he was sold to the Amish twice in his career and made a start last night at the Meadowlands and got a check, I believe.
How much did they race for?
14.5, something like that.
14.5?
14,500, yeah. So Warwi Yuri was in there also. We sold him for 10 the other day. It's just everywhere's short, I guess. And those classes weren't short at the Meadows. It's just a perfect example of being in the right place at the right time, right? We always talk about timing. And none of those 3 horses could do well. Enzo could have. But Warwi Yuri, that 3rd place finish was really a gift the other day. Left the inside, followed, never moved him to the outside, and still could only muster a 3rd at Northfield Park. And then Enzo had been hot and cold and up and down. I'm not surprised he did well, especially when I look at the caliber of the horses racing against. Of course he's probably going to win that race. And I was happy. for the gentleman that had bought the horse. Good for him. Maybe he'll come back and buy our other Enzo House in Warwick Eries. So it was fun. It was funny though. I don't think whoever sent the email realized who else was in the race with Enzo when they sent it to me. But hey, good for them. So a great day at the barn today. So happy to see the two-year-olds bounce up and start doing their work right. And this is why everything was set up the way it was. Danny does such a good job putting the foundational work into them. The caretakers are working hard on Tyson, Cindy, Shelby and Deb. Everybody and Emily. Everybody. Am I missing anybody?
And Francis.
He doesn't work there. Who? No, that's everybody.
Teresa.
I said Teresa, didn't I? If I didn't, then Teresa. All our caretakers doing their best to have the horses looking good and behaving well, and that is a great relief. But it really puts a smile on my face to know that things are being done right. So for our caretakers, our trainers, Dominic and Harry and Dominic and Harry and Danny in Ontario, thank you very much for your hard work. It is obvious and evident. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. As I said, very happy with Easy in the Turns last night. We have 4 horses racing today. Still got to do my opening video. I might wait till we're on our way home.
It'll be dark.
Oh, good call. It'll be dark. Yeah, maybe I will do it today. Maybe you're right. Good call, Amy. You know what, Dominic asked me what I was doing this afternoon. I told him maybe I'll go to the movies with him if he wanted to go. So maybe him and I will do the opening video today. Anyway, I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. It is cold, but it is... That wasn't me. That's you had the keys. That was not me. Oh, that's great. So Amy had the keys in her pocket, and when you go out of the car, especially when it's running, and you walk away from it, a little beep to say, hey, the keys are no longer in the vehicle. It scared the hell out of her. It was great. She scared herself. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. What's wrong?
There's something there on my back.
Oh, it's probably just a piece of something. We're going to be home in 1 second. Can you muscle through it? Oh, do you want me to get you some Queen eggs? Want to hold my hand? That's a girl. Anyway. They're very cold. I will talk to all of you very soon. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bundle up if you're in Ontario. It's going to be a cold one.